some lucky few among us will get to experience it as a live orchestral arrangement in concert this coming October. Brian Eno's The Ship is a fairly recent masterpiece of the electronic music legend. The 21-minute epic homonym song, part ambient, part vocal avant-garde, with its swirling synths and vocodery Gregorian chant-esque vocals, definitely requires your attention, and the Atmos mix delivers the goods. Although one could argue that Atmos here is used more as a vehicle to deliver a quad mix with the rest of the channels for minor additional embellishments, perhaps some of the best 21 minutes spent listening. What a voyage! Atmos is not only about mega or surreal productions with stuff flying around. You'd think that a jazz group playing on stage in a dark, smoky jazz club would sound better in stereo because of the placement of the musicians in the space sort of right in front of you. Well, what about the space? Just the added reverb or the ambience captured by the microphones and portrayed in stereo is not enough, in my honest opinion, to give you an accurate representation of a 3D space. Check out the song Moaning by the legendary Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. There are two versions on Apple Music, so you can easily switch between the two to hear the differences without needing to mess with the A/B settings. The Atmos version is simply spectacular. The Atmos mix really places you with those cool cats that night on October 30th, 1958, inside that club. Or in reality, inside Ruby Van Gelder's Hackensack, New Jersey studio. Alicia Keys' rendition of Favorite Things is overflowing with humanity. Thank you, Alicia, for keeping it real and not tuning your vocals to death. What a great addition of a classic composition. Alicia infused this with all her jazz textures and nuances, pop storytelling, and urban groovy goodness. Vocals in the side surrounds, snare reverb in the back surrounds, overheads, well, overhead, showcase musical realism mixed with studio creativity. Released May 16, 1966, Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys is perhaps one of the most important records in the history of recorded music, and in mono, mind you. The Beatles were inspired by Pet Sounds to make Sgt. Pepper's. Pink Floyd were inspired by Sgt. Pepper's to make Dark Side of the Moon. Get where I'm going with this? Wouldn't It Be Nice is an amazing Atmos mix, delivering the Atmos goods while staying true to the original intent. Don't expect things flying around on this one, just a brilliant representation of Brian Wilson's compositional, arranging, and production genius. And last but not least, by any stretch of the imagination, Elton John's Rocket Man. This one is now an Atmos classic. One of the first songs mixed in Atmos many a moon ago, shows brilliantly what can be done with the format. This is the first song I play to anyone coming to the studio that has not heard Atmos before, and their response is the same, always. When the first oohs hit from all around, there's nothing but a huge smile on their face. And it gets even wider when the slide guitar effect flies over your head. The piano arrangement also sounds different, more discernible, more defined, and it supports Elton's vocals in a different way than stereo. What an amazing piece of work. You can check all these songs on Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon HD, or any other platform that provides Atmos streaming. I will also put an Apple Music playlist down in the description. And if you have any questions about the Atmos platform for music, I have another video right here where I attempt to answer some of them. See you in the next video.